Happen to be in the world. Welcome back to the Daily Workout and LinkedIn Update Week. I'm Katharine, your sourcing coach in the recruiting gym, and I'm joined by Vanessa, your other sourcing coach in the recruiting gym. Absolutely delighted to be here with you, Vanessa. How are you doing today from your new office?
I'm good. I'm good. Yes, I'm from the new office, very echoey new office. I definitely need a few plants and a couple of shelves, but they're all coming down in the boxes next weekend. No, but otherwise good. It's a lovely day down here on the coast, and yeah, settling in. It's been a busy week. We've had solar installed, we've had a gas geyser installed, we've put up security, and so it's been working in between construction workers this week, but all good.
Wow. And as a sourcer, I have to ask, how was the broadband installation?
Well, that was actually done back in August as a saucer, and it is phenomenal. It's way faster than the connection we had at our previous house, and the modem is literally sitting on my desk, and I have a LAN cable directly into my laptop, and I've prioritized everything to this office. So yeah, no, good.
Good, good. Okay, well now you've put my mind at ease on that one. Congratulations on the move.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. So yeah, we're here to talk about LinkedIn. So yeah, I mean, before we got started this morning, you were letting me know that you'd found a few new things to talk about. So
Yeah.
yeah, what should we weigh in with first for everybody?
So let's weigh in what I've noticed personally, and I'm actually going to debunk what you and Angela were talking about on Monday, but it only happened this morning. So I don't know if it's just me or what's going on. I've started getting that I only have 7 personalized outreach messages that or invitations that I can send on LinkedIn. It started this morning. I don't know if it's because it's me, because I've sent too many this month, or I don't think I mean, considering I've been moving, I haven't actually spent a lot of time on LinkedIn. So I don't know if anyone else is seeing that. Let us know in the chat if you are. I'd be super interested, or whether LinkedIn's just picking on me again. So what they did previously, what you were discussing on Monday, was that they said you could only send 10 notes with your invitation or connection requests. And yeah, it seems to be popping up again. So that's the first thing for me.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Because
Hmm.
yeah, because Angela definitely saw that happening on her account, and
Yeah,
then when
me
they
too.
said they were stopping
Same time.
doing it, it went away. But yeah, if that's only just appeared for you, that's weird. Because I was sort of thinking, oh, it might be that because LinkedIn roll everything out slowly, don't they? Every new feature comes
Hmm.
out in batches of people,
Yeah.
almost like were they rolling it back slowly in the same manner?
I
But
don't know, because when
it
Angela
might
was
be just
talking
me
about it
again.
previously on our WhatsApp group, I had exactly the same thing back then too. So it's not like I think I'm in a different batch.
Yeah. It's like
Hmm.
it's back. Have LinkedIn
Yeah,
changed their mind again?
God's sake, I don't
Ugh.
know. Ask tomorrow for me. Let me know. Other things that I'm noticing, Catherine, personally, is underneath. You used to be able to see when someone did a post how old the post was. And now you
Hmm.
actually are noticing that underneath whatever graphic they or picture they have shared in the post. So the UI has slightly changed. I don't know. It actually looks a little bit more like Facebook. I find myself more, looking at my second screen and thinking, shit, am I on Facebook am I on LinkedIn? It's almost got like the samey kind of feel with that slight UI change.
Okay,
Have you
that's
noticed that?
interesting. So
Yeah.
you're saying so
So the
normally
time
when
step
I'm on
has,
LinkedIn looking at posts, I can see who's
yeah, under
posted
the
it and it
person's
says like
name.
1 day ago or something.
Yeah. And now that's moved all the way to underneath the graphic.
Okay, I don't think that's moved for me yet. I've just clicked into LinkedIn to have a look, and I'm still seeing it up top rather than
Okay.
with the graphic. But I did notice on a post
Mhm.
that John
Mhm.
Asperian shared with me yesterday that he had actually added the date and time that something had been posted to an update himself, which I thought was
Okay.
very interesting.
Okay.
Because sometimes it can be difficult to work out when exactly someone posted something, can't it? If it just says 1 month ago or
Yeah.
something on the post, it's like,
It's
well,
it still
actually,
it
when was
still
that?
tells you. It just tells you in a different place, and that's really something that I really like to try and pay attention to have a look and see, okay, how much traction is this person getting? So now, as I say, it's right at the bottom. It's not where it used to be. And then do you see what I mean about the if you mainly pay attention to the reaction button, the comments, the repost, that actually has got a different UI. So it looks a little bit more like it's a Facebook. You can see the numbers, but you can't see, it just looks different to what it used to look. Thank you, Nix, for your message. Thanks for passing it on, Angela.
Yes,
Nix
thank you,
and I now
Angela,
have
for putting Van's link in there. Yeah, do feel free, if you're listening in, to connect with us on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Always happy to make new acquaintances and connections. Good morning, Alan.
Okay.
Yeah, hours, days, months, still in the same place for me, says Alan.
Interesting. Maybe they're rolling it out in Africa first. That would be a first.
Yeah.
In itself.
Yeah.
So that's what I noticed. Then, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. In preparation for our conversation today, always want to get up to date with the latest LinkedIn, what's happening. I actually plugged into my Gmail, which is, I use it as my second email address. And I had an email from Richard van der Blom, which is someone that you mentioned yesterday with John as one of the speakers at the conference. And he put out, he puts out the LinkedIn kind of report. And he openly admits he hasn't done it for 4 months. Sounds like he's been busy traveling the world, speaking at conferences. And what he's literally highlighted is a couple of points. So the first thing that I want to highlight from him over here is all about the collaborative articles. So I'm not too sure if you've seen them, but it's what they're doing is they're getting a whole lot of influencers together on LinkedIn. You've probably seen a lot of people with these badges, the top voice badges, the influencer badges, getting those people together and then collaborating on an article. So, for example, a couple of months ago, Ella Pavlova out of the Netherlands and myself collaborated on a blog or an article for LinkedIn all around talent sourcing in the tech space. So they're doing a lot more of those to get the influencers, top voices actually collaborating more.
Yeah, I think I've had an invite to collaborate on a couple of those, but they've not necessarily been on things I felt I had something to say about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, if they got that right, that would be great. So it sounds like they've got that right for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So LinkedIn seems to be doing a little bit more of a focus on these badges. So, top community, a voice badge, top voice, LinkedIn voice. And it sounds like it's a lot of being asked or invited by LinkedIn to be these top voices. And unfortunately for us, Katharine, you can't have any past indiscretions against your profile, which as talent sources and talent sourcing coaches, always possible. So I doubt I'm going to be a top voice anytime soon, but look out for it because they are really promoting people and handing out these badges a little bit more frequently.
Nice. Jillian Hedridge says she's also seeing the other dates and things at the top of posts still. Andrew McDonald also says hi. Thank you for those messages for LinkedIn, Angela. And I'm just going to pop Richard's LinkedIn in the chat as well, just in case anyone wants to connect.
Yeah, sign up for his newsletter.
Alan says the last badge I got was a gymnastics badge when I was 14. Yeah.
Well, I'd love to see a rendition of whatever Alan did to earn that badge. So I think that could be a video that we could request.
Yeah.
Katharine, the other big thing that came out, which I was quite surprised at, is that your posts are less dependent on how they perform in the first 8 hours. So previously we knew that when you posted something, you had an hour to get everyone to kind of comment as quickly as possible. That kind of determined the strength of that post, where it was going to be shared. Now, then it had 2 truncheons. So it was after an hour and then after 8 hours. Now, in his report, in Richard's report, he says that actually days 2 and 3 of the post are actually determining how well the post does. So they've extended the time of when people can post. So it says the lifespan is actually not as dependent as the first 8 hours as it used to be.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, which I thought was super interesting for us. And the other thing is that, and I know you and I have discussed this before, is a lot of people are going on about how, LinkedIn isn't Facebook and stop sharing all of your personal content on there and, those kind of things. Richard's report says over here that, debunking the selfie myth is we love to see you, but just make the post relevant, because that's what is getting a lot of traction, along with this next comment, which is all about humanizing your brand. So basically to, start making human-to-human connections in the world of generative AI, start being yourself, tell us more about you. and that would go hand in hand with the selfies. So that's super interesting, because I have seen a lot of people recently complaining about, the personal side of posts that were quite prevalent during the pandemic, and now, slating them a little bit. So that was it. One more thing I'd
People
highlight.
love seeing people. I mean, I know that Joe, one of our other coaches in the gym, often and Rebecca as well, often share photos of themselves with their update,
Yeah,
and it immediately draws you in, doesn't it? It's like you immediately know who it is. You can almost read the post in their voice. I think as long as the content is still relevant,
yeah,
it's not
exactly.
throwing up a selfie like you might on Instagram.
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
I
it's
think the
very
context would be different then.
effective.
Yeah. Another one, Catherine, is that the length of posts. So text posts perform well, but the amount of text you need depends on what you're trying to get across. Shorter is actually better. So if you're going to do short form and then you're going to use a carousel, people put those PDF documents together, keep those PDFs to less than 10 sheets in your post, and have short text that goes with that to encourage people to spend more time on your slides, because remember, that talks to the dwell time.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. It does.
So, the document post. So, uploading a PDF is a great way of increasing dwell time on a post, isn't it? Because people tend to click through all the pages. But I guess what they're saying is not too many pages.
Yeah.
Alan's asking about video.
Okay.
Are posts still being penalised having embedded video of more than 30 seconds, or just Alan?
Depends what he's posting. If Alan's posting pictures of his gymnastics routine, that could be the problem here, Catherine. I'm not sure. No, listen, I haven't noticed that, but what I am noticing is LinkedIn getting very angry when you link links to YouTube in the actual post and you don't put them in the comments. They're really clamping down on any link that sends people off the platform. For me, those posts didn't perform well at all.
I always wonder with those, is it because people click away from the platform, and then if it's a YouTube video or something, they're going to comment on the YouTube video on YouTube. They're not going to go back to LinkedIn to comment or like. They're just going to do that wherever they ended up. So the algorithm just doesn't think that it's a good post. So it almost penalizes itself. Or is it or is it like something active from LinkedIn's algorithm saying, we don't like these external links? It's policy to,
It's quite weird, because the links differ. I find my YouTube links are severely penalized. I do find it difficult. So what I've started to do is to take the graphic or my thumbnail from whatever I post on YouTube, put that in as a graphic, and then put a link to the YouTube in the comments. And the traction's a lot better.
Not better. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. So it's
they've always said, haven't they, that like adding like native video, so actually uploading the video to LinkedIn, your post would do better. But I can't say I know too much about the length of the video. Sorry, Alan.
No, so not too sure about that. But I think video content does do well. I would
particularly if you've got captions, if you've got subtitles, captions on it, that's going to help people, because not everyone always has the sound up and things on their when they're watching, sitting at their desks or on the train or whatever. So
and then actually, interestingly enough, just before I jumped on this call today, I actually put a poll up because I'm in the market for a new laptop. Which are the best brands? I'm not too sure which ones to buy. I'm going to hit Black Friday hard next week. And literally that poll is soaring. So again, I haven't posted a poll for must be easily 6 months. I haven't really had a need, but there was a lot of talk about polls not being as successful as they used to be, but that post at the moment is currently soaring.
I think as long as it's something that is relevant and not the only thing that frustrates me with polls is when everyone's poll seems to be the same. Like somebody sees one person ask a question and they think, oh, that's done well, I'm just going to ask the same question.
Exactly.
And you can almost sniff out that there's no real reason for you to be doing that. And why are we voting on this again? But Yeah, I saw your poll about laptops, and yeah, and I was thinking, oh, I've almost gone exclusively HP. I think all my I think
Good to know. Thank you.
my desktop and my laptop are HP right
Yeah.
now.
Desktop.
But I
Okay.
don't know if that's the best, but it's where I've ended up.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been very happy with my Dell, but it's just same as tired. It's been a long 6 years. I need a little bit more speed.
Always need more speed.
Tell me about
um, yeah, Andrew says, I find that advice for people seems to do very well, and multi-page PDFs do well as well. Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I need to start generating some of those just in one spare time.
Indeed. One of my connections in Australia sent me a message saying, guess what I just found? And it was a PDF post I did in 2016. So I know.
Angela, the forerunner there, hey?
Wow. I
Hey?
mean, I'm
Trailblazer.
actually finding it quite hard to dredge up old posts from LinkedIn. Like through search doesn't seem to go back much more than a year.
Yeah. I think they actually delete them, to be honest. I mean, you can only get your analytics on your last 365 days, I think is the longest metric. So I think that I don't know, it's maybe sitting on a server or in the cloud somewhere that you can't access.
Actually, from the last round of Meet Your Recruiter, I saved some URLs of posts.
Mm.
I was like, I want to be able to go back and like find my old Meet Your Recruiter posts. So I was like, I'm actually going to save the URLs somewhere.
Yeah.
And then, obviously in 3 months' time when we do Meet Your Recruiter week again, I can go back and say, oh, can I still see all of these? Or have some of them disappeared? And in 6 months, 12 months. So that'll be an interesting experiment.
Yeah, it will be. Especially as we get over that 12 months.
Yeah, do posts have a half-life? If they didn't have a certain amount of interaction, do they just get deleted?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
The LinkedIn graveyard for
ignored posts.
Bad posts.
Oh,
excellent.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. Did you have anything else you wanted to share before we close off this day?
No, just thanks for having me as a guest. And I think I'm doing a takeover week the week after next. So
wonderful. What is your topic?
So I'm going to be I'm bringing on a whole lot of people who run podcasts in the recruiting and talent sourcing space. And I've got guests from UK, US, and Australia, and just interviewing them about their podcast and why did they start it and what's the impact been and where can people find them, just to kind of put them under the spotlight a bit.
Amazing.
So we do
I love a good podcast. So yeah, I'll absolutely be tuning in. Wonderful. Oh, thank you so much, Van, for bringing that for us. Amazing. Alan says, thanks, ladies. I'll put a YouTube link in the comments. Yes.
Good.
So in your posts today, links in the comments. Again, that advice seems to come round every so often. It seems to be advice again now. And maybe your next post should be a PDF.
Maybe. Yeah.
Lovely. Excellent stuff.
Thanks, Katharine.
See you in a couple of weeks on the Daily Workout, if not before. And tomorrow I will be back with Hannah Dobson from LinkedIn, and we will be talking about some new AI features coming to LinkedIn Recruiter.
Fantastic. Good. Look forward to that one.
Okay. Bye,
Keep
everyone.
well.
Great day.
Thanks. Bye.